All right, hey guys, Jason here, Sam Cole Workshop. We are back and we are looking at an actual four-wheel drive version of the Ranger, the new 2024 Ranger. If you remember, we did one on the two-wheel drive because it was all they had. We now have a four-wheel drive version here. We are here at J.C. Lewis and we got the man right here. And go ahead, tell them who you are and where they should come look for this.
Hi, my name is Mitchell Duckworth. You can call me Duck at J.C. Lewis Ford in Statesboro. Come in and visit me at any time.
And he has got the keys for this. He just gave it to us, and we are going to do a walk around of this. You guys know that I do not do driving impressions, that is subjective. Today we're talking about the facts and the things that of this truck, and it is pretty impressive. So let's start with the outside. So this is a Sport Package FX4. Actually, let's start by what I can show you on the window sticker. So this is not an FX4. This is a standard Sport Package. So as you can see it, again, we got to deal with a little bit of blur here because of the glare. There we go. But you can see here we got a Super Crew 4x4 XLT, and look at the price on that. Soak that in there, Toyota, when you think about it. But we do get the nice thing here is we are getting a rear locker group in this as well too. 373 gears. Okay, and we have the rear locker included in this too, which is kind of nice. And there's something I'm about to show you when we get inside of here that on this one, I actually like a little better than when you get the FX4 off-road package with a feature in there, which we'll see if I'm correct. Again, remember, these Rangers come and go so fast, I barely ever even get to see one here where I am in South Georgia. They're gone instantly. So this is my first four-wheel drive one I've actually had a chance to take a look at and play with. So anyway, so here we go. We got 255/70s on this thing, Goodyear Wrangler Territory ATs, decent tire. And we have leaf spring rear suspension. We got a no hitch on this one. Wow, that is kind of shocking. We don't have the hitch package on here. We do got this setup here for tow recovery, but we do not got a hitch. So we're already pre-wired for a hitch. So we got the hitch wires. We just do not actually have the hitch on here. I would probably be installing a hitch on it for sure. But you can see simple here. Full spare tire, full-size spare tire, and nice setup. Now on the bed, we hit the bed here. Okay, are we damped? We are damped. Tailgate, nice. Okay, so that's a nice feature. And you got these pockets, stake pocket holder things right here for clamping. So you can put your clamp in there and clamp down any of your work surface. Scale along here, I like that. I do like how they give you tie downs low in the back. It pisses me off though that they don't give them to you low in the front. Okay, and the Ford is not the only one that does this, but it's mandatory in my opinion to have a tow hook point down low up here. So when you want to tie something and lock it down and keep it from moving, I get real pissed when I see these high tow hooks. But you know, see they got it low there, they got them low here, but they got them high in the front. That upsets me. And like I said, it's becoming more and more common these days. It's not just Ford that does it. It's just a thing that pisses me off. But like I said, nice bed size in here, nice setup, and nice, easy. You can see that Ford is one of the few that uses an exterior dampener. The dampener is out here on the outside rather than being internal. That's, you know, internal and set in the spring. So they use this external one, which does make it nice if you have to replace it. It's going to be a pretty simple thing. You can see we got power here too in this one. Out here should be, we got 12 volt and we got 120. So you got power right there for you too. I think that 120 is 400 watt max and 180 watt max on the 12 volt. Nice easy tailgate. Got running boards on the side of it. Like I said, it's XLT package. Looks good on the front. We got our tow hooks buried in there right there, but we do got tow hooks. Take a quick look underneath this dude. Hold you down here so you can see under there, skid plate wise, what we got. Again, this is not an FX4. This is just an XLT with a sport package, but they did option in the rear locker, which is a beautiful thing. But very good looking truck. I like the lines of it. Let's dive in and take a fast peek on the inside of this as far as suspension here though too. You can see here, right here, standard, nothing fancy, but functional and works good. Now, when we get in here, I have the seat set for me. I already preset it here. So that way we can show, you can see how far back they go, but this is set for my position. There's somebody who's 5'6". We'll check back seat room. Here is your payload. Okay, all of your details right here for you on there so you can take a look at them. But we have the seat set in my position. Let's take a look at the back end first here. So with that seat set for where I would sit, in here, you can see again, keep in mind, I am 5'6", so I'm not a big guy, but you can see how much room we got. Is a ton of room in here ton of headroom, ton of everything, a lot of room in this truck, nicely done. If we go over to this side with the seat in all the way in the back position, you can see that this is going to be very, very tight back here. So if the driver is somebody who's going to be like 6'2", 6'3", there's going to be very little room back here, which is common for all mid-size trucks. It's just the way it is. But this has got a lot of room back here for its size. You do not have rear AC vents here. They'll probably be under the floor. We will look. But you do not have any good controllable ones here. You do got a 400 watt 120, and you got 2 USB ports right there, which is definitely a nice feature. No mat pocket here, but a mat pocket here. I wish companies knew how valuable mat pockets were and actually put them. This seat even looks funny without a mat pocket on it compared to that one. The mat pocket is a gold mine. I wish they more of them put them in. We got water bottle holders here, garbage storage here. This is nice. Again, you guys know that I'm not a fan of pass-through handles, because if my wife wants to put her lipstick or something in there, it's going to just fall right out. Just little, again, nothing that's going to be a deal breaker, but annoying little things just from everyday life. There's, you know, anything she sticks in here, which knowing my wife is mascaras and lipsticks and everything, they just fall right out. But we got a good room in here. Seat setup is nice. The back seat, you have a cup holder set up right here in the center console of that locks in. In the Ranger, we do get the drop down back seat. Okay, this is nice. This does come down. That seat's in the way, but you can see that we got a little storage back there. This is going to lay flat, but it's got a lot of humps and materials and things like that in here that it's not a true flat floor. Although it will actually fall down flat, so it can lay flat. If I were to move that seat, this thing can come and lay flat on there, but it is not a flat surface. But it does give you a little bit of storage back here behind, not a ton. It's where your jack is and your stuff, but you do get a little bit of storage capability back here, which is nice. The whole seat, to notice it is not a 60-40 split. Okay, so that can be, some people may not mind that. For me, that's a big bummer, because if I got my pack and all my gear sitting right here and I need something on that side, in my Gladiator or in any vehicles, I can lift just that side and get to it, not move this stuff, or I can push everything from here over to there and do it. In this one, anything I have on the seat, I have to remove from the seat to be able to lift the seat, because the whole thing is one whole deal. It all comes up as one, but it does lock in the up position. That's very nice. Toyota, you got to get a strap that comes through here and snap it on, and some weird stupid things you got to do. This one stays in the up position. We do have very deep pockets here. Okay, these are nice. This one is kind of not real wide, but it is deep. So, I mean, you can get some straps, you can get your recovery gear, you can put some things in here, which is nice. And you can see also, too, that there might be a little bit of storage in the back here, maybe a touch in there, not a ton, but you got pretty decent storage in here. I'm going to rank this storage-wise as Gladiator, obviously, is #1 for under-seat storage in the rear end. Colorado coming in #2. This one's coming in #3 in here. So it is still very good. Just not the greatest, but it is still very usable, which is important to us. So you have that space. And then under here, do we got those vents? Right there. See that right there? That right there is your only source of airflow coming back to here. So something to think about. That's where it's going to be at. But like I said, pretty decent back seat setup in here. Works like a champ that's needed. Good layout in the doors. I love the tire tread type pattern that we have in here as a detail. Okay, it's a lot of plastic, but notice good soft touch here where your arms are going to be. Same thing here too. Ford always does a good job with that. They mixed a lot of plastic in, but they do it right with a lot of the nice trim work in here that just makes the difference. Very impressed with how I did. Yeah, it's plastic, but it's good plastic. It's very cleanable and easy to use plastic, and well thought out. And like I said, they put in a good combination here of trim pieces throughout. We'll check that in a minute when we get in, but I like the shape of this rail here. It's got just the right amount of width, unlike Toyota where it's got that weird angle thing on it. This is nice, and it's comfortable to rest your arm on all the time, anywhere you put it on there. So if you're short and you're up closer to the wheel here, or if you're tall and your legs are back further and you're back here, it is comfortable along the whole rail. That's a very nice feature on there. Nice setup, good soft touch on here where you want it at. So nice layout. Let's jump in, and we're going to actually start this, and that way I can even turn the air on, because I'm burning up out here. It is literally, as we're standing here, today is a 97-degree day, and it is hot, and I am feeling it very much so. So we're going to get in and fire this dude up, and then we can take a look at what we have in here. All right. Truck sounds awesome. I love this. I'm not going back by the pipe, but listen to this. Sounds very good. I like it. All right, so Now, layout in here. Love the vents here where they have this vent and this vent. These two main vents, they really pump some serious air. I like that. It feels amazing sitting here with those there. Light controls, your standard controls, your digital only dash. I like the big layout of it, but it is still a very simplified XLT type screen in here. Ford always keeps them minimalistic. You have your big screen right here. I believe this is 12 inch. It's got your functions in here and things like that too. Now, I believe if you get the FX4, and then on the Raptor and stuff, you're going to get the extra, you're going to get that off-road screen in here. You're not getting that here. There isn't any of that off-road page in here that you get to access all that kind of stuff. That may be okay for some, may not be okay for others. But one thing, I believe all the vehicles that have the off-road menu get the, is where the rear locker is accessible. In this particular model, we actually have a rear locker button right there. Rear locker button. I love that. And you have your terrain mode button right there too. Your auto start stop off and your traction control. I actually prefer this way more than having that stuff where you got to hit the one big button and it takes you to the off-road pages and everything is in the menu. So I like this system much better. While we're on that system, notice here's 2-wheel drive. Here's 2 high. Look how easy this is, okay? I mean, you can go right to 4 high. Okay, we just shifted. We're in 4 high. It's that easy. Right there. Turn it back to 2 high. Now we're back in 2 high. Watch this. Rear locker engaged in 2 high. How beautiful is that? Okay, keep that in. I mean, beautiful system. Rear locker disengaged. Watch. Engaged. Bam. Disengaged. Bam. Such speed. Again, some of these Japanese automakers need to start thinking about how simple that system is and how beautiful it is. Okay, so this is a nice setup. You do have your modes here. If we hit this terrain mode button, it'll bring them up on here on the screen. Because this is not an FX4 or a Raptor, we got simple menus here. We got normal, we got eco, we got sport mode. What is going on here? Hang on here. Let me bring them back. Why am I not getting them back on here? Hold on, I don't think I gotta be in drive. Nope, hang on. Might be because my door is open. Let me check that. Let's go to 2. We're in 2. Let's go to my terrain modes. Okay, there we go. And let's go down. Stop arguing with me. Put my terrain modes back on. Stop telling me okay. Stop messing the digital stuff. Annoying. All right, so there we go. And so put our mode back on. Here's tow haul mode. Slippery mode. That's your only real mode you get is slippery. Okay, you got eco. You got sport, you got tow haul, so that's all you're getting. You're not getting a ton of options in here. Putting it back in park, and let's put it back into 2-wheel drive. There we go. We are now shifted into 2-wheel drive, so we are set. We got a compass there, which is very nice. We like seeing that. So layout in here is good. Mirror setup, sunglass holder right here. We like that kind of setup. We got a vanity mirror here. It does not have a mirror or a light on it. Does this one for your spouse? Does she get a light? She does not. So no lights on the vanity mirrors. Dome lights up here. Got all your stuff you're looking for. Functional. We're sweating on it. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I get a little bit of sweat on there. Like I said, it's hot. Double cup holders here, a tray holder right here, which is nice. Wireless charging here, nice big compartment with pass-throughs for your wires on both sides. We love that we actually have climate controls and your volume knob is here. So radio controls and climate controls right here. Simple and easy to get to. We do not have any back of the steering wheel buttons for your to change your stations or anything like that. So you will have to, when you are on radio, you will have to change it through here if you know, hitting your buttons here, that kind of thing. So a lot of stuff in the infotainment center, but right here, nice ledge. I like that, and it's got this big rubber lip. So if you put a phone or you set pens or anything up there, they're not coming out. We have a huge glove box in here too. Nice feature in there. The middle console, good setup, one empty big box, but you can see how they got this recess right here. So if they don't already give you like a coin tray holder in there, you're going to be able to buy one on Amazon for 10 bucks. It's going to fit that well, and you have a 12 volt down here as well too, so that's a nice feature. So like I said, beautiful little setup. Your parking brake right there. Everything in this thing is simple, and it is functional, and it works really well. They've done this truck really good. All your warning lights and stuff will be up here. So like I said, they did did a bang up job on this system here. We're gonna turn it off and see. I hate the key. You guys know I can't stand having a key. It would have been much nicer for this to be push button, but in Ford you got to go to the Lariat model to get that. That's very upsetting that we still got to pull this key out. We don't have door access to the door through, you know, being able to do touch access into the door would have been a lot nicer on it. But again, it is an XLT trim setting. We do got blind spot monitoring on it, which is a nice feature. Here's another look at that right here for you. Again, I know you're getting a lot of glare. Let me zoom it out a little bit, or make this a little better maybe, but I'll try and block some. But like I said, it is very, very sunny out here. There's a lot to take in. Final price right there for you. And there it is. But that's it. That is a 2024 XLT Ranger right there, and it is a good truck. They did a great job with it. Fantastic job with this, with the improvements and the capabilities of this thing. Very nice truck. So as always, hope you enjoyed this little walk around. Appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.